What we can say for sure is that Anthropic is consistent with its own principles, and it has the strength to fight for what it believes.
To make it more concrete, so if you can share your case about Anthropic, because that's super recent, that's high tech. There's definitely a lot of scrutiny around AI companies, their collaboration with governments and stuff like that. What's your case from the book perspective, new book perspective, on Anthropic? Like how well they are incorruptible?
So far, so good. I mean, look, with a company under this much pressure, they are under more pressure than any private company, I feel like, that in the history of humanity. I mean, we're never seen anything like it. But when the founders came to me after leaving OpenAI, they had this specific worry. Like they actually could foresee that if the technology worked, it would be a multi-trillion-dollar proposition, and that it would be the kind of company that nation states and mega companies would be dying to control. So they knew they were stepping into a world historical level of pressure, and they wanted to build a structure strong enough to resist it. And I gave them some advice about how to do that. So the difference between them and so many other founders that I've met over the years, they took it seriously. They really wanted to create this incorruptible structure. And there's two dimensions of it, and they seem to score pretty highly on both dimensions from what I can tell. One is how internally aligned is everybody? Is there an ethos, a character, a coherence to the company? And if you talk to the people that work there, if you look at their ability to recruit the best talent, I think you see the evidence of that magnetic attraction that having a really aspirational mission aligned with human flourishing can give you. And then are they structurally strong? Do they have the integrity to resist pressure? Well, they very famously just recently had to turn down a $200 million contract because it didn't comport with their principles. That's a very rare thing in today's world. Is that, they having a big fight with the US government, leaving who's right or who's wrong in the fight aside, because that's complicated. What we can say for sure is that Anthropic is consistent with its own principles, and it has the strength to fight for what it believes. And I think part of the reason they're being rewarded by the marketplace is that even people who disagree with them respect that they can trust what they stand for. That's a really underrated power.